Welcome everybody. Today's tutorial is on how to set up a chart in your MetaTrader 4. If I start off with a blank chart, as you can see over here, simply I've just got my market watch on the left hand side. By the way, if you can't see your market watch, all you need to do, there's a little button over here. It looks as such. If you press it, market watch disappears, or if you press it again, it reappears. Okay, so to start off, if I simply select the currency that I'm interested and I right click and hit chart window, I will basically get a black chart. This is the default chart that MetaTrader 4 uses. If I want to maximize this chart to this space, I simply hit the button immediately to the left of the little red cross. Hit that and the chart fills that space. Now we're ready to start to modify this chart to what we prefer. Okay, so all we got to do is right click inside of that chart, go down to properties, and a little window pops up. There's got two tabs, a common tab and a colors tab. So we'll start off on the colors tab, and you have three default color schemes. You have green on black, yellow on black, and we also have black on white. Okay, if you like any of those, by all means use them and experiment with them. Now I'm just going to show you how to customize your own, and if you like the one that I choose, by all means feel free to copy. So I'm going to change my background to white, my foreground to black, my grid I'll make it black, and my bar up and bar down refers to the borders of the candle. So I'm going to make them black. My bull candle, I like blue, some people like green, so choose what you like. My bear candle, I'm going to take the traditional red. Okay, line graph, I'll use black, and this is really more for the occasions where you get a doji appearing onto your chart. Once you're done, click over to the Comments tab, and a couple of things. The Click on the chart shift. Okay, it will put an indentation between your border and where the candles first start to line up. You'll see a little triangle there which you can move along to whatever distance that you like. Keep your chart auto scroll on. That'll ensure that the current price is always on your right hand side and the charts update. Change bar chart to candlesticks, and finally, I don't like the grid, so I'm just going to remove it. And when I'm done, I'll click OK. Alright, now it looks as such. What I've got to do now is zoom in a little bit, hitting the little plus magnifying glass that you can see over here. Click it a couple of times, and there you go. You've got a basic chart that looks a little bit more traditional to something that you may be accustomed to. That indentation that I spoke about is this little triangle up here, and if I click and drag it along, as such, your charts can begin from wherever that point is. So that candle will be wherever that is, and I can move it back. I usually like it around about this distance there. You choose what you like. Okay, alright, so our first part is done. Now we're ready to add our favorite indicators onto a chart. There's a couple of ways that you can add indicators onto your MetaTrader 4 platform. I'll show you two of them. One of them is there's a little button with a green plus sign, as you can see over here. If you click on that, it will shortcut you straight into the indicator menu. Okay, you'll find a whole bunch of indicators listed up here. Now, they're the most recently ones used that will stay up there, or if you've never used an indicator before, they will be listed in alphabetical order. Or then you scroll down, you got all your trend type indicators like moving averages, Bollinger Bands and so forth. You've got your oscillators next, which is like your MACDs, etc. Your volume, your Bill Williams, which is a default module that comes with all of MetaTrader 4, and then any customized indicators that you've manually inputted into the system, you'll find there. Okay. Another way that you can get to that menu is if you simply click on the insert button, indicators, and we're at the same menu again. Alright, so let's start. Let's just say I want to place a moving average onto my chart. So I click on moving average because I've recently used it. And let's just say that I wanted to put a 100 simple moving average onto my chart. All I do is I simply enter 100 as the period. The moving average method, I'll keep it simple, but you've got the choice of exponential, smoothed, and linear weighted. Okay, so I'll keep it as simple. Choose the color that you like and choose the line type that you like as well. Alright, once you're done, I actually like it a little bit heavier. I'll click OK, and you can see over here that that indicator is up there. If you've made a mistake and you need to modify your indicator, there's two ways you can do it. You can just hover across it, and when you get the little box lighting up as it is right now, right click, and then you say MA Properties, click on that, and now I can go in and modify to something other. So I've just modified it to a 50 simple moving average, and there you go. Now, let's just say that you've gone through this process and you've added some more indicators and you've got your charts finally looking the way that you absolutely love them. What you can now do is you can save this as a template so that you don't have to go through this process every single time that you want to open up a brand new chart. So what do? We right click, we go to templates, and we go to save templates. Now all we do is simply give it a name. I'm going to call this one my fab, and I'm going to click save. Now I've already got one that's called my fab, so do I want to replace it? I'm going to click yes. You won't have one, so for you it'll just save automatically. And what I've done now is I've saved this template as my fab. If I now want to open up a brand new chart, so let's say for example I want to have a look at the Kiwi dollar, I right click, I click on chart, and I get a chart. Again, it comes up as that default black chart, and all I've got to do now is I right click inside of that chart, go to templates, and you will see in this list there's one called my fab. I click on it, and the chart has changed instantly to what we've already created and saved. This will save you heaps and heaps of time. It's a quick way to spend the time that you need to make the chart that you absolutely love, the colors, the indicators, etc. Do it once, save it, and then just load it into every chart that you want so that you don't have to go through that procedure again. Okay, so there you go, guys. Hope this tips helped, and look out for the next tutorials with CSC traders. Cheers.